Make sure my bed, my hat. Oh, phone about to fall. What's up, guys? It's Daddy from Speed Off TV, and I'm here. We had the title. NBA Finals Game One is wrapped up. It's all over. Got my pick right. Picked the Warriors in Game One. I also got them picked in Game Two. Tell you my prediction early on. Cal gonna win when they go back home. They're gonna get one at home, but now I got the Warriors winning these first two games, and then we're gonna see how these next two games fill out. But in all, put out my quick points. You know, I always get my little quick points of what I saw in the game. Defensively, basketball wise, not just visual, but basketball wise. When Curry, when Curry or Thompson were in a man-to-man action, like pick and roll, little rubs across. They call them slips and scissors or whatever. I forget. It kind of what term you like to use, but it's like slips, the cross actions or whatever. It's two eyes going to them every time. It's two eyes, two eyes, two eyes. But then if you doubling something, basketball way, if you're gonna if you double, somebody else open. And the way it was, I noticed early on when Draymond Green was by himself majority of the time, it's like either they sagged off to stop the quick passes to Thompson or to Curry on the wings and in the corners, but they left Draymond with all this passing room so he can go out here and feed Barnes. Cause I think Barnes was their leading scorer at halftime. Barnes and Bogut, and they allowed the role players to do what they do, but not allow the Splash Brothers to do what they do. So I understand it from the Cavs standpoint that okay, we're not gonna let Thompson beat us, or we're not gonna let Curry beat us. But at the same time, you got to know these boys can ball also. But this understand because this most way most people think you stop the Splash Brothers, you stop the team. But the Warriors are a deep team, and you won't be able to just say okay, we're gonna stop these two, but we ain't gonna stop the rest of these guys. Because the way they played it and the way Steve Kerr initiated his rotation was when he brought in Livingston. He left Curry on the floor, or he left Thompson on the floor, and they basically were decoys, regardless if they made their shots or not. Cause they play. Shout out to the Cavs on playing terrific off-ball defense on Curry. I'll get into his stats a little bit later, but they played terrific off-ball defense on Curry. But it was on Curry in particular. Like the defense was only set up to stop Curry. It wasn't set up to stop this guy that just burst off on him, keep cutting. I know Draymond Green got an excellent play one time. Soon as Curry came to him, he just left, and both of them got stuck on Curry. Nobody knew which one to get. Nobody knew to pick up Draymond. They all just shifted to Curry to make sure he didn't get the ball. I feel like Curry was okay with that, but at the same time, you understand if you letting these other people go off, you can't get your rhythm in your shots, and you got to just take your shots when you can. It's not like rhythm shots. So I could take that on the part of Curry, but also the shots that he take, he got to make sure he knocked down. He had a couple of good looks, but he just didn't knock them down. Y'all better not get in the media. I better not get on ESPN tomorrow and see somebody say, he heard he's not 100%. Well, y'all stop it. Stop it. Klay Thompson got in the rear early foul trouble. I know he had two, then he had from 2 to 3 rear fouls. I said, yep, he just walked straight to the bench. It was just simple as that. But yeah, the defensive wise by the Cavs, it shocked me, and I didn't know which other way to put it other than they just said they were going to lock down the Splash Brothers. Also, in the basketball sense, not stat wise, shout out to Andre Iguodala for playing terrific defense. He had like two. I remember at one point he had 2 straight stops on. He had one on LeBron all ball. He had one on Kyrie all ball, and they went down there and scored both times. And then when they did the pick and roll with Love and Kyrie, or basically Love and LeBron, and next thing you know, we got Iguodala on Love, and Love actually couldn't just work in the post. He was missing all his close shots. Consider that him just missing, but then you can also take in the part that he had Iguodala on him, and Iguodala played great defense on him. So you take that as it may. But shout out to Iguodala for doing what he did on the defense end. That won't show up on the stat sheet most of the time. But am I out of stats? Oh yeah. Shout out to Steve Kerr for implementing that rotation I was telling you guys about in videos in the past. He put in my boy, the Brazilian Blur, Leandro Barbosa. He put in my boy. He ended up going to the locker room though. Coming back out, he put up a couple more buckets. Pushed the referee, savage. But yeah, he started implementing the rotation. He went a little deeper where he was going deep, and then the bench went off, so he didn't have to go deeper because we didn't get a more space, more bucket sight until the very end of the game. Yeah, that was basically the only person that's in the normal rotation that didn't play was Mo Spates. He played what 2 minutes off. He played 2 minutes off the bench. So take that as it may. They didn't really need him because when they went on the run, you don't take out the people that's on the run. You wait till the run is over, then pull them out. Um, but getting into the stats a little bit, 3-point shooting was supposed to be a big factor in this game. Was not a factor. Well, not in this game in particular, but I know in the games coming up it might be. But in this game in particular, both teams shot 33%. Yeah, the Cavs was 7 for 21 from the field, and the Warriors was 9 for 27 from the 3-point line. So you take that as it is. The Cavs shot twice as many free throws as the Warriors. 20 attempts to the Warriors, 10 attempts. The Warriors passed the ball like you always know they always do with 29 assists to compare to the Cavaliers 17 assists. And Mook is a guy with speed. Hawks played basketball all his life. He noticed, he brought it up to my attention that the Cavs weren't just moving the basketball. That also took him chance that LeBron said that LeBron played 40 minutes, but when he sat down, the ball got stagnant, and it was more of Joe turn, my turn, not passing the ball. LeBron made sure everybody got involved. That's why I say LeBron is a great teammate, because even though he should have been trying to do something, he missed a couple layups, a couple things, easy baskets that he could make, but the refs were calling the game a little tight. Not a little tight, loosely. I had to get my thinking together. They called the game a little loose, not calling fouls on either end, so you can't get mad. Yeah, I can see if this team getting foul calls and this team you took twice as many foul shots as they did, so you can't holler about fouls. And then the ones when these people didn't get a foul, when the Cavs didn't get a foul, the Warriors didn't get one either. So terrific job for the refs. A couple bad calls, but it's a bad call in every game. There's human error. Don't hop down the ref throat. Rebounds, the Warriors as a key from the Thunder series. If they rebound or at least keep the rebound and numbers close, they more than likely win. The Cavs had 47 rebounds to the Warriors 41 rebounds. 15 offensive rebounds to the Warriors 9. Tristan Thompson mixed with LeBron James is a tremendous force on the offensive board, but most of the time they got the offensive rebound. They missed the layup that was right after. It's taking nothing from them because that's actually a hard thing to do, scoring off offensive rebound when the guys are right under you. But, you're an NBA player, so people expect you to make them. Beat it as it may. The Warriors had 9 steals, Cavs had 7, 4 blocks apiece, but the Cavs ended up with 15 turnovers and the Warriors had 9. And most of the time you see the Warriors lose or struggle when they have, because they known to have 20 turnovers, 15 turnovers, you get what I'm saying? So that they didn't turn the ball over, so they were pretty well off. The Cleveland played terrific defense on them. They didn't get stopped. They didn't get turnovers per se, but they played tremendous defense regardless of the 104 to 89 the score that you see. They played excellent defense. It just got away from them. It got away from them, not with the Splash Brothers or whatever, and I think that was their game plan, but they didn't expect everybody else to play so well because Sean Livingston made some tough shots. I might as well get into the stat line right here. Draymond Green had 16 points. He was 5 for 11 from the field, set 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals and a block. A classic Draymond Green stat line. Like I said, they gave Draymond a lot of space when he first started playing. This is the same way we seen in Game 7 of the Oklahoma City game. They give Draymond the space, and he's able to pass better out of it. And when he passes, he cuts to the basket, and he's able to, get those dirty rebounds per se, or he's the first person back on defense once he makes his passes, so he's able to get rebounds off quick shots or whatnot. So that's how he ended up getting most of his stats. But they gave him all that space, so he was able to drive and he was able to pass and cut and all the rest of the things that make Draymond. But that primarily came from the Cavs taking so much attention onto the Splash Brother. But Draymond might have did that regardless. And I know take it how it is. Harrison Barnes, he had 13 points, 6 for 10 from the field. Like I said, when they paying so much attention to Steph and Clay, Harrison Barnes was the one getting the switches, the matchups with like J.R. Smith, or he gets the matchup on Kyrie Irving, and he took advantage of those when he did. At one time, I think he ended up on Dillon and got a cut to the basket. A drive to the basket on Dillon, was able to finish. I remember that one vividly. So when it was just easier for everybody else to be able to get their game. Even Andrew Bogut had 10 points, 5 for 7 from the field. He only had 3 rebounds, but he was 5 for 7 from the field. 10 points is a lot for Bogut, who's not known as a scorer. He'd be, like I said, everybody was basically open from the way the Cavs were playing defense. Steph Curry, he had 11 points, 4 from 15 from the field, 5 assists. 5 rebounds and 6 assists. Bad shooting night for him. He missed a lot of layups. Finishing at the rim, something that I thought he had worked on after he left the Oklahoma City series and when they was driving him off the 3-point line. So he ended up driving, but he driving on the Cavs seemed like it's not working for him per se. He just didn't make the shots. Not saying he injured. Don't come at me with this stuff, but he just didn't finish around the rim. Klay Thompson, 9 points, but 4 for 12 from the field, with 5 rebounds. He had some great cuts to the basket, and some of them he made, some of them he missed. I know all his jump shots he missed for sure. He made one jump shot. When Curry made his, he came back and gave it to Klay, and Klay made one, and that was it. So he made one jump shot and 3 layups, basically, because he didn't do the regular lit. He used to come in there and do the lit, like 10-foot mid-range jump shot that he does. It didn't work. So he had 3 fouls, but then after that, they come in the third or fourth quarter, Klay didn't show up. Like he didn't show up last year per se, so you take that how it is too. He didn't show up last year, and he technically not showing. Well, he didn't show up this game. So look over, they won, so you can't say too much about it. Andre Iguodala played 35 minutes, big minutes for him. 12 points, 5 for 9 from the field, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. That doesn't actually, like I said, that doesn't show what he actually did in the game because he was way more active than that. He was around every play, most of the passes. He had like the hockey assists. If I had advanced analytics, I could feed you guys some stats about the man. Like his like the hockey assists, his pass to another pass. He started most of the actions that were able to get everybody else open, and he got everybody else moving. Sean Livingston, 20 points, 8 for 10 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. He came in and was making them mid-range jump shots like they was nothing. Like, absolute right over Kyrie Irving. They couldn't do nothing with his 6'7" frame. Delic was in there. He shot 1 over LeBron. I think he made 1 over Tristan Thompson also. It's just nothing they can do about that mid-range jump shot that he had. Will he make it consistently? He's been doing it so far, so I don't know. Because like I said, I don't feel like I had said earlier when I was thinking to myself, I don't feel like they can keep up this bench onslaught. I said one game that Splash Brothers had to come out and play because one game LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love can go out to play, especially when they go back to Cleveland. These first 2 games, I got the Warriors because I feel like they're going to do what they usually do. They're going to win. They're going to play team. They're going to play the basketball that got them where they are now. But when they go back to Cleveland, when the Cavs are in their comfort zone or whatever, you're going to need more than your bench because usually the old mantra is that your bench doesn't travel with you. It's only your starters do. I'll take it back. Iguodala. Leandro Barbosa, my boy, had 11 points. He went 5 for 5. He even picked up a little rebound but he did. He came in, gave him instant offense. I told y'all, you put the veteran Brazilian blur, former 6th man, you put him on the floor, instant offense for your team, and it ended up working out great for them. Over to the Cavs. LeBron James played 40 minutes, like I said, heavy minutes. Take nothing. He LeBron. They didn't have plenty of rest. He had 23 points, 9 for 21 from the field, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, two steals and a block. So he's one assist away from a triple-double. Just didn't end up getting it. Kevin Love, 37 minutes, 17 points, 7 for 17 from the field, 13 rebounds. He was off, and I knew he was going to be a key factor in this series. If he hitting the Cavs winning, if he missing the Cavs losing, he's a part of the big 3. Combined, these folks had 66 points. And you go over to the Warriors where they combined for 20 points, and you would have said, oh, yeah, Curry and Thompson only had 20. But, LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie had 66. Who you thought won? You would have thought the Cavs, but the bench was so great for the Warriors that it just didn't add up. It didn't match. Tristan Thompson played 31 minutes, 10 points, 12 rebounds, a double-double. So James, Love, and Tristan Thompson all had double-doubles. Something that you just can't. You just seeing it, you like, oh, I think they won the game if you just looking at the stat-wise. Kyrie Irving had 26 points, 7 for 22 from the field. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. 22 shot attempts. He was missing most of his jump shots. He went to the line like 13 times. That's where he got most of his points from. The layup king ended up going there getting fouled or whatever. So yeah, so he got most of his points from the free throw line, and his jump shot just wasn't there today. So hey, you hit some days you have good games, some games you don't. Well, you think 26 points is a bad game, but shooting wise, it's 26 points for 22 shot attempts. If you get what I'm saying, you don't even count fouls when you get the shot attempts. J.R. Smith, he played 36 minutes, 3 points, 1 for 3. He took 3 shots and one of them he only made one. At one point going into halftime, I want to believe he didn't have a 3-point made. I don't think he made that 3 to the fourth quarter. He fell on the ground and bruised his hand. No, he took the skin off his hand. Not sure how that affected him in the rest of the series. Because at one point, I know they said he checked out the game when after Klay Thompson scored to him. So is it a mental thing, physical? I'm not actually sure on that point. Shumpert, you get down to that bench though. Shumpert had 3 points. Richard Jefferson had 3 points, and Delta Nova had 2 points. Channing Frye, who was supposed to be, was lighting it up, and I thought he was gonna be the MVP, maybe the playoff if the Cavs won because the way he was playing. He only took 1 shot, and he missed that one. He only got his 2 points from the free throw line, and everybody else just played scrub. Man, so basically, the guys that were hitting for the Cavs in the beginning aren't hitting for them now. I don't get it. I think if I can think back, they 1 for 3 on the road so far in their last couple road games. So I know they lost twice in Toronto. Then they won the game 6, and then they came back and lose tonight. So is it a home road thing? That's the way I'm taking it. That's why I said I got the Cavs winning in game 3, but not in game 2, because I feel like just being heroical, it just gonna mess up Kevin Love, because that's who's the big part of it going on. LeBron can go out there and drop 40, but it's still basically most of them. They average 106 points, and that's 40. So the 60 points got to come from somewhere. Kyrie gonna put up 20, 30, so that's 70. Then where your other 30 coming from? It sure ain't from Tristan Thompson. Deadly sure ain't gonna get it. So it got to come from Love. If Love can get that, then it's a ball game with the Warriors, because they put up 100-some points a game. When they score 100, they more than likely winning. So be that as it may. Be that as it may. Love has to step up. He had 17 points, but it wasn't great percentage wise. They shot like 38% from in the game when they averaging 48% on the front of the. They only shot 38% in this game, and they averaging 48%. So that's 10% down. That's 10% of your offense that you're losing. I feel like that should come from Kevin Love, because he missed looks that he should make. Bad be it made that the rest of the team missed, some of the other players on the team missed shot they should have made too, but particularly Kevin Love, because it's all on you. The eyes on you. What are you gonna do in this series? Everybody knows LeBron is gonna show up night in and night out, because this what happened last year when he put up them triple doubles in the finals last year. It was just wondering like who else was gonna come out and help him. We knew Kyrie was gonna come and score. He scored his 20. But not in terrific fashion, but he scored his 20. Now, when it comes to Love, everybody had the eyes on you. Will you come and perform? You haven't been to the final. Kyrie had a glimpse of this, but you haven't had a glimpse of this. And LeBron been here 6 times, and the rest of the guys just gonna do what they've been doing. But it's what can you do to weather the storm, to get your team back even? Because going down 2-0 is not a situation you guys want to be in, knowing that you got to go back to Golden State at least 2 more times if you do tie the series up, knowing that y'all struggling on the road. So I'm running on 19 minutes in. I know my intro. I have a typo on my intro. Somebody brought it to my attention, so I'm gonna have to make a new intro. But take that as it is. You can bring it up to them. You can call me a dummy. I made a typo. I missed an S in the beginning. But yeah, I got the Warriors in game 2. Tomorrow and the next day, and basically tomorrow and the day after that. I'm putting out some more videos. Keep watch out of it. It's not gonna be finals related, just gonna be basically sports related. So you keep up that if you feel like it. Don't forget to like, comment how you felt about the game, how the series, how you think everything's gonna turn out, and don't forget to subscribe. So you can keep up on our daily content. Basically, like I just said, we put out daily content. We put out stuff for our fans, man. We got the Twitter page. We want to keep up on what we're saying and what the other Speedhawks are thinking, because you only see my face. We got more people on our Twitter page because we got like everybody running it. But I think that's about it, man. I done went over all the points I could. My name is Dede, and I'm from Speedhawk TV. Check that outro. I think it ain't no typos on that.